Yo, wrong side of 30. We're back. Episode 8. Got another guest. Our good friend, T-Bear. Introduce yourself.
Teddy Bearface, T-Bear. TB is T-Bear. Teddy Bearface.
Yeah. Obviously, we got Tash back here.
What's going on?
Got Gaz over there with different bucket hat today.
Yeah,
He changed his bucket hat today.
Had to be done.
Alright. I saw something on Facebook the other day that I shared in the group chat.
Yeah, fuck.
A TV show in America called Moment of Truth.
Mm-hmm.
This woman was on there with her husband, her mother-in-law, and I think her brother. And she won 200,000. And the questions they asked her were ridiculous, yeah? Alright? But just to show, Ash, can you just quickly put your thingy back in there, please, bro? Alright? The questions that they asked her, alright? Alright, rather than that, I'll just show everyone the last question and then we'll go over it, yeah? So anyway.
You have answered them without hesitation. You have been truthful through 16 of them. The fallout of those questions in your home is yet to be seen.
Dude's ruined.
I hate to beat a dead horse, but these questions are extremely personal. I can't imagine things
He hates it, but paychecks could be good.
but I'm going to tell you the answer to this question could be more painful than what you've heard. There's no way you're stopping, is there?
I'm going.
Yeah. Question 17.
She's securing that bag.
Since you have been married, have you had sexual relations with a man other than your husband in your own bedroom?
Through body language.
This is a crusher of a question, Shannon.
I know.
I'll be frank with you. I wish the hell you'd have stopped.
Answer the question.
The answer is yes.
Bitch.
That answer is true.
She was proud of it as well.
Yeah.
No. She's won 200 grand though. Wait.
Well, that was 17, and that was truthful. You were at a place that not a lot of people get to. You were one truthful answer away from $200,000. Some of these questions.
Anyway, the next question was, are you still in love with your husband? And she said yes, and she won it, yeah?
There you go.
All right? Beautiful, all right?
Yeah.
Now,
Really?
all right. The questions, just for everybody else out there, yeah? The questions started off quite simple, yeah? Have you ever checked out another man while you were with your husband that like caught anyone's eye or whatever? Yes. Do you enjoy spending time with your mother-in-law? Yes, she got that right. And then it started to, have you ever flirted with a man on a night out with your girlfriends or whatever? Yeah, that's all kind of shit that's whatever, yeah? And then it asked a question, I think the question they asked was, have you ever given your phone number to another man? She said yes, and that's when it started going downhill. And to win 100,000, the question for the 100,000 was,
They get more.
have you ever slept with one of your husband's friends and not told him about it? Like either before or at any stage of their life, yeah? And that's when the shit just hit the fan. And then, she...
And he just sat there.
Right, but I'd like to
And
also
obviously
mention...
she answered yes to that question.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. And what I'd like to mention also is that after 200,000, she had the option to carry on. And she stopped and she says, all right, I've got 200,000 for me and my daughters. All right, so she knows that the relationship's done, yeah? But I'm thinking, if that's the case, you've already exposed everything you've got to expose,
The killer question was coming.
Yeah, the question that was blatantly going to be, is he the dad of your children? You know what I mean? And she stopped there. Why would she stop at 200,000?
Even the whore's got a limit, do you know what I mean?
Here's the thing with that whole thing.
that whole thing, I think, is an example of the double standard we've got going on right now. Like, with her, you'll have people looking at her like, you go, girl, you secure the bag or whatever. Let a dude do the same shit. You'll get crucified. Because we saw it with the dude who said he had a girl in the hotel.
Yeah, on the same show. Yeah, and his friend came and pressed the button and changed the question.
It's a double standard. Like, look how open she was with. Like, it's crazy. Like, women and their hypergamy.
What do you think that face was? Was that pride or was that nervousness?
Nah, she was. There's this saying. It's a saying called "alpha fucks, beta bucks."
No, do you know what it was? I watching it. Yeah, this is what I got from it. Yeah, she's there. She's basically asked these questions, and it's like, you know what? I've dug myself into a hole, and she got this whole, you know what? Fuck it, I don't give a shit attitude no more. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna fucking it because she knows that she's dug herself into a hole.
She's got a simpy little cut cold husband at home, and she's getting dug out, and she's getting.
You saying
dug
that
out.
though? Yeah, I do actually think that maybe they are a swingers couple.
Maybe.
Yeah, all right, and the reason why he's getting vexed is that because he's getting outed. Yeah, but he obviously.
She said she loves him. Like, she loves the comfort that he's providing for her.
Why would he just sit
for that primal fulfillment? She's going elsewhere.
What are you saying, T?
Stumped.
Yeah. So basically, we've established that the kids ain't his. That's what we. That's what
we established that.
We've established the kids ain't his because she ain't answering no more questions, innit?
And you know that's what was going to come up in it.
So that's it. At the end of the day, that relationship is over.
All right, let me ask.
But she's still got to maintain the baby daddy situation, innit?
Yeah, but
she can't break down that relationship between the kids and the dad. So that's why she's not going.
But do you think he was smart enough to figure out that the next question was going to be that?
It don't matter because when she said something, there was a question and she answered it, whatever the question was, and he was waiting for the confirmation from the computer. Yeah, she's already said yes. Why you know what I mean? So if it said false, you would have been like, oh yeah, it's okay, you know what I mean? So yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask you
She needs
this.
to keep that because he's basically saying, he's thinking I've still got some connection with these youths here.
All right,
you know
I'm going to ask you this question, yeah? You're in that position, same answers, everything, yeah? But your missus has secured 4 mil. Told you, I'll give you 3 mil if you stay with me, yeah? We make this work, yeah? What are you saying?
What are you saying about that? You know what I mean?
Huh?
What are you saying?
I said, babes, we good. Babes, we good.
Oh, no, dog. Oh, no.
That's your room. That's my room over there.
Nah, blood,
Probably.
Whatever.
That's a lot of money. We can work this shit out. You know what I mean? We can sweep some shit under the carpet. 3 mil.
Well, she's won 4 mil, and she said, you know what, for what I've done to you, all right, 3 mil is in your account. But you can't leave me.
But hold on a minute. So it's hypothetically speaking.
Yeah.
So some guys in this relationship and this girl's done this.
Yeah.
Really and truly, can you trust this girl to give you any of this dough?
But it's for you to stay in it. You're not going to stay unless you got the money. You're bouncing in it.
Yeah.
So she'd have to give you the money.
I don't know, dog. I don't know. Trust issues, really, isn't it? When it comes down to it.
You know, he was listening to a lot of Drake on the way home, innit?
Oh, listen to Drake.
But all right, now it's something that a lot of people do behind their partner's backs, behind whatever it is. It's something that, right, for it to be exposed on TV like that, is it rawer or is it?
Yeah,
that 200 is cool.
Publish it.
It's public humiliation.
200 or 4 mil here.
No, 200.
Okay, 200 now. Fuck that shit, bro. Of course, on TV. Like, think about it on the real. If any of you got the call
to go
for
on that
whatever
show,
the fuck it was, would you go on like any Jeremy Kyle,
red flags,
Ricky Lake, or you know what I mean, Jerry Springer? No matter what it is, because people go on and they're like, I didn't know what I was coming for. I thought, you know what I mean? You wouldn't do that shit. Why? But why wouldn't you do it? Because you don't want to get exposed to some bullshit.
Some shit's coming.
So why would you do that shit?
Thing is, like, you'd think something's up straight away, though, innit?
Maybe they didn't know what the show was.
this guy, the husband,
Yeah.
he knew, man. He must have known. But the thing is, she knew what the show was as well. I reckon she thought, you know, it's the only fucking thing I can win at. Like, fuck any other show. It's the only other show I can win at.
unless there was a level of guilt there, and she thought, do you know what? I'm going to just air everything I've done, and on top of that, I'm going to make some money, I'm going to bounce.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But it was just her attitude about the whole thing. It was just sociopathic. Like, she didn't give a shit.
No, she did. I think
she looked proud of it.
But you got to watch it from the beginning of the episode, yeah? She's squirming at the beginning. It's come to that realization of, you know what, fuck this. I have to own this now. Yeah, I don't give a shit. You know that if me and you are arguing now, yeah, all right, and I keep on at you, yeah, at the end of the day, you're gonna be, yeah, all right, fuck it, yeah, whatever, yeah, whatever you say it is, yeah, it is, yeah, okay, yeah, and you kind of own it, but you own it in a cocky, sarcastic way, just a save face. I feel that's what she was doing.
I reckon she was like, fuck it, I've gone past the finish line, let me just take it all the way, but not too much that I sabotaged.
Talking about what's it called, Jeremy Kyle, you said, yeah? You know that's been suspended now, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, they've took it off.
Yeah, they've indefinitely suspended it, yeah?
Off.
Last week a guy went on there, failed a lie detector test, and then committed suicide the day after. And now they've suspended the show.
Oh shit. What was the question?
I don't know what they're not going to air it. They're not going to air the show. But it looks like Jeremy Carl's done now.
Okay.
Finished.
What do they call it? Negative what?
Oh, they just said it was a negative TV program. So you just want to take it off there.
Like,
that's it.
Well, it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's shit. It's just a bunch of fucking
There's
inbred
there's
people.
no benefit.
cool.
to it.
but let's say this though. The truth is though, yeah. When you wake up in the morning, yeah, and you throw on ITV in the morning, after the way, you will watch. Everyone will sit down and watch, not sit down and watch it like, yeah, I'm sitting down to watch Jeremy Kyle, yeah, but it'll be on the TV and you'll catch it and you'll jump in. He's a fucking cunt. As soon as he walks down the stairs, he's definitely done it. Or she's a. Do you know what I mean? All of us do it, yeah. Are we all guilty for feeding into this whole negative shit though?
Yeah.
Just drama.
Yeah.
I think.
We buy the papers. We've got, we feel the drama. We watch these types of programs. We feel it. End of the day, supply and demand, isn't it? If you ain't demanding it,
I don't watch that shit. So
I don't watch
none of it. You don't watch it at all.
Nah, not at all. I don't really watch TV like that. You know what I mean? So I'll see something like that on TV and change the channel, switch it off. Do you know what I mean?
So it'll never catch you and you'll just sit there like, I want to know what this guy done.
Just
He slept with fucking 12
mindless
women in one night and got 8 of them pregnant.
Back in the day, yeah. Nowadays, no. Wrong side of 30.
I like that. I like that.
I'm being serious. Like, don't interest me, man.
At all.
Big Brother, Love Island.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't like them shows.
The only thing, the only commercial thing is really X Factor. But that's because it's on in the house. You know what I mean? Everyone's watching now. I've got to see that.
But this is what Tash wanted to talk about ages ago, yeah? How real do you think reality TV actually is?
Nah, I think it started off real, but I think now it's scripted.
Yeah,
I think there's way too, like, you've got stars being made off it. Like, I think it's
like, I got
it's formatted.
Like the first Big Brother that was done was good.
Yeah,
I mean, it was actually good.
It before, and it looked like it was. They were just letting it play out.
That's right.
It was a social experiment.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And then it turned into entertainment.
Yeah.
And then you notice that semi-famous people were on it. Like,
yeah,
every year, someone was on it. I'll be like, fucking, I know that guy. That guy was on so and so. I know that person. I bumped into that person. Like, come on, especially music and shit that we were doing. Yeah, I see people on there that we brush shoulders with all the fucking time, thinking, all right, cool. Like, how much of, you know what I mean? How, what's the word? How unknown are these people? They're not really unknown. They've half got their foot in.
It's a reflection of the times. Like, we're living in stupid, ignorant times.
Yeah.
And all that's just a reflection of it. You gobble it up, regurgitate it, repeat cycle. It works.
Do you think Big Brother's gone for good?
Yeah, but it just morphs into other things.
Well,
yeah,
Big Brother's been done for about a year and a half, 2 years and a half, I think.
It turns into Love Island. It turns into something else that has like 24
what was that?
hours surveillance.
What was that bullshit I was putting on Channel 4? Was it Naked Truth? When they have like a fucking game show, but the people
are naked and they meet each other.
Yeah. What the fuck? You know, like,
you get to see what you're working with.
That's entertainment now.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess it is. Listen, that's what TV's become now, yeah? All right? But like we said, we got a guest on the show anyway, yeah? T, he was a member of the colony with me, Gaz, not Tash. Tash didn't rap. Tash was on some heavy metal shit back then. We could have done a crossover.
True.
Trash
Yeah,
in
trash
his
in his
room.
bedroom
Yeah.
or whatever. You know what I mean?
Not.
But T,
Pencils in my
I've only
ears.
seen you for a little while.
Little while, man.
Haven't spoken to you for a little while. Obviously, he's one of those friends though that I could not speak to him for maybe a year, and then we just pick up where we left off. Let us know what you've been up to, bro.
I've just been there, fam. You get me? Doing a thing. You know what I mean?
I heard you've
Waking
been
up
dabbling
in the
in
morning. Going to see the slave master. Coming back home. Get me? Receiving them slave wages. You know what I mean?
Wow, this is just taken.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, this just turned dark very quick.
I'm just,
Make sure when you.
it
Alright,
get-
do you know what?
This is Soylent Green. You know
This
what I
is
mean?
what I want to do
what it is.
on a quick one, yeah. Just 5 seconds of silence, and I want you to just focus on T. 5 seconds, yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
So there's nothing happy happening in your life whatsoever, no?
Yeah. So apart from the usual
Slave master routine,
You know
yeah.
what I mean, yeah. Had a beautiful little baby girl recently. Not myself, obviously.
Congratulations.
You know what I mean? Bless. Do you know what I mean? So I'm real tired right now. Like last night, she went sleeping. I had to take her for a drive around the beds and shit. Yeah, put her in the car. She just went sleeping.
Damn, not a walk. In
Melody used to do that.
Not a walk in the prime.
Hems used to do that too.
Yeah, you know what?
In this cold, no, come on, man.
Listen, Melody used to do that. Melody, we used to have to drive around with her, yeah, all right, till she fell asleep, then bring her home and then put her to bed.
I've never really had to do that, but I had some shit to do. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like 12 o'clock at night, and the baby's just not sleeping. I was like, you know what? Let me just take her with me. You know what I mean? So I took her up the road, and then she fell asleep on the drive up to where I was going, and then on the way back, she was asleep. As soon as I took her out of the car, wide awake.
Yeah.
Wide awake.
She had her sleep, innit?
You know what I mean? Picked her up, took her in the house, wide awake still, but maybe like 20 minutes, half an hour after that, she went back to sleep. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's the light.
That's parenthood,
Yeah,
though, innit?
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, we spoke about it on a episode that we haven't even aired yet. That we're not gonna air it. You know when we're talking about the whole parenting green,
Oh,
green
shit.
doo-doo.
Yeah. All
Green
that
doo-doo,
business.
The first nappy, Gaz's first nappy, the green doo-doo just freaked him out, bro.
Green.
Yeah.
Green, black.
Fuck's this? Green. Like green, sludgy. I was like,
Doesn't even look like shit, does it?
fuck is this?
Yeah.
Do you find that out of us, like you got the youngest, yeah, but you're the last one out of us to become a dad, yeah? Do you think time's flown?
Oh, fuck yeah. 100%. Like, I remember her being born, like, yesterday, and it's like 2.5 years later. Like, it's just speeding up. Like, what the fuck is all
And
that
the shit
about?
that she says and the shit that she
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Just,
I think that's what it is, because time speeds up when you experience new stuff. And when someone's growing up, like, every day, there's something new. And I just think that adds it fucks your perception of time up. That's what I think happens.
well, go on.
On that level, that's why I don't watch TV. Remember I said before I don't watch
Yeah.
TV. Like having kids, it gives you a different, assessment of time.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Like, you
I
understand the value
I
of
see
it.
my sons sitting down and playing computer games, and I'm like, the fuck is going on? They could be putting knowledge into their heads right now to help them to provide for the future. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, nah, turn that shit off. Go and read a book. Go and do this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I forgot what I was going with that shit. Carry on.
Yeah, no, about
Are you serious?
no, it's
You're serious? You just blacked out just now.
Carry on.
Can I see your eyes?
don't drink and pod.
Yeah, don't drink a pod.
Nah, the light, man. Jesus.
You got sunglasses on.
That's what I'm saying. That's why.
Oh, but yeah, just time. I just think when you have kids, it just
There you
No,
go.
no,
That
yeah,
was the
go
connected.
on,
That-
go
no,
on, yeah,
that's-
go on.
that's- that's where we went. That's where we
Fucking
went.
hell.
Time. So with that, I'm like, time. You need to use it better. basically. And
Yeah, absolutely.
I just see
You
from
value
having
it
kids,
more.
you value time.
Yeah.
You understand that time is limited. I need to do a lot more with my time. I've made life, so I'm however many years older than life. Do you know what I mean? I want to see this life grow. But when this life grows, I'm going to be old. That means I'm going to die at some point. That brings that reality into focus.
Yeah.
And with that in mind,
You have been
We
the
got- we
grimmest
got-
guest
we
we've
got-
ever had.
we got to deal with...
Man, he just went
But
through the whole life cycle. Do you know what I mean?
That's why I don't watch fucking
Love
Big
It's a
Island.
waste
Brother,
of time,
Love
innit?
Island, all of that shit. It's a waste of my fucking time. I've got
I
shit
hear
to
you.
do. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Got shit to do.
But, bro,
And like
Life
Grim,
ain't
I know
that bad.
you read a lot. I'm reading a lot these days. You know what I mean?
what are you reading?
I read a very, very, very good book the other day. What was it? From Babylon to Timbuktu. You read it?
I've got it. I ain't
Very, very, very interesting take on the beginning of civilization, the movement of the Israelites and the Hebrews from Israel to Africa.
Do you remember that time? Sorry, say that. Do you remember that time you was in the studio, yeah, and there was a kid in here called Abe,
Yes.
the Christian kid,
Yes.
and you told him that you was Jewish, and he looked at you dead. He looked him dead in his eyes and went, "Bro, but you killed Jesus." And the way he said it to me, bro, he had me creasing up for time, bro.
I remember.
He had me that was the funniest shit ever.
remember.
You remember that shit? Bro, he looked at him dead in his eyes and went, "But you killed Jesus." And it's the way he said it, but
And that's the
But
brainwashing.
you're coming from the Israelite perspective, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hebrew.
Yeah.
It was a joke at the time, really. But in a
Yeah,
real
yeah,
sense,
yeah.
the Hebrew Israelite aspect of like I say, so the movement from the Tigris area is where he says civilization began. That's the Garden of Eden, and that's somewhere in Iraq, I think, maybe
Iraq or Syria or somewhere.
in that lower than Syria, in that area there. And then the movement of people was down into Africa, up into Europe, and up into Asia.
Does it highlight the thing about the Zimbabweans?
No, so we're talking about the beginning of time. We're talking about Abraham
Right.
was it Abraham?
Well, he was the first prophet,
no.
wasn't he?
Was it Abraham? No, Noah.
yeah.
Blood clot. Noah. And then we got Shem. We got Japheth. I can't remember the guy's name.
Now you think that,
And we got Ham.
yeah, but now you think they're just regurgitations of like earlier figures.
There,
Maybe.
so
Jesus is the whole
maybe.
prophet.
so what this book is dealing with has got nothing to do with religion. It's got nothing to do with Jesus. It's just talking about
What, just movement of people?
civilization and the beginning of man.
Yeah.
And in essence, the movement of Hebrews and Israelites from Israel into Africa through persecution and whatnot, saying that the Bible shows that these Hebrews and Israelites who were black people as and dark-skinned people, as most people were at the time, moved through persecution, moved into Africa, and then moved from East Africa to West Africa, and then the majority of were, what's the word I'm looking for? Victims of the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, there's a documentary about a dude who went to, I think a French guy who went to West Africa, and he's speaking to these tribe of Africans in West Africa there, I think in Mali or something, and they're talking about how these people say they're Jewish or say they're Jews, but they don't like claim that they're Jews. But throughout their time, they've done or conducted themselves in the manner of Jews. So they circumcise and I don't know what Jews do.
Where was that?
Do the Sabbath in somewhere in West Africa, and they're saying that they are descended from these Hebrews, from the true Israelites that came across the Sudan. Like the Sudan was originally the whole of this certain part of Africa, like maybe sub-Saharan underneath Egypt.
Ash has just got his hand up. He wants to ask a question to Sir
sorry.
Gilbert.
Just off the back of that, I have to be a bit loud so everyone can hear me. My relative traced our bloodline back to original Israelites and we're from Ghana.
Jesus. Well, there you go. So in Ghana, it speaks about, the book's kind of specific, so it speaks about certain kingdoms and whatnot. But yeah, Ghana was one of them, and it talks about a lot of. So you got the Mali Empire with
what about
what's his name, and basically
Moors.
these guys. What's the word I'm looking for when you move from one religion to another? You converted from Judaism to Islam through trade, because the Muslim traders were affluent and prolific in the area. So they were like, in order to uplift the people and whatnot, we need to get into
So
this
how did Israel get such a stronghold on it? Like, of the whole Judaism thing?
What do you mean?
Like, it's been claimed. Like, that's the Holy Land. That's where Christ was
It's
born.
in their scriptures, isn't it? It's in their scriptures.
Yeah, I think in all of, I mean this. So let me address the point. So I think in all of the religions and whatnot, they all go to Jerusalem. I mean, there's 3 major religions, isn't it?
Yeah,
Islam,
But
Christianity.
this is the thing. This is what the book addresses. So we're talking about Judaism is the original religion.
Is
And
it
then-
the oldest religion?
It's not the oldest religion.
What's before Judaism as a major religion?
But
that we have in the
was
world
it
right
something
now?
that morphed from
I know we had like
spirituality?
Mithraism and all of these different things from these times, but Jews were around in these times. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in Babylonian times, there were Jews there.
Yeah.
In what's the one built with the Tower of Babel?
Yeah.
There were Jews there. So it's the oldest religion.
Dead Sea Scrolls is in Hebrew as well, isn't it?
There you go.
Ash just said the Dead Sea Scrolls are in Hebrew.
And the
For
original
anyone didn't hear.
Bible's written in Hebrew as well.
Is it?
'Cause Jesus is not his name, because there ain't a J.
Yeshua.
That's
you
right.
can't say J in the language.
Where's the Aramaic come from then? Because I thought their original language was Aramaic.
That's all that all come after.
That's
Do
after.
you know what I mean? I don't know exactly. You know what I mean? But
This book that you're reading, are you reading it with the mindset of that you read? Did you read it with the mindset of, you know what? I agree with some of it, and all. Are you taking it for fact?
So I read a lot about history, and with history in terms of people's accounts, you have to take that with a pinch of salt, because that's somebody's account.
Because it's an
And I know
interpretation, isn't it?
You know what I mean? I know
an
from like
interpretation.
old school.
I'm
police
asking
situation,
because I know a lot of people that will read something and swear it to be gospel. Once they've read it,
That's just confirmation bias. Isn't it? It's
Do you know what I'm saying?
So I'm a kind of person that takes in information, and like on a research level, and that information is there if it makes sense to me. I think of shit logically.
Right.
Does this make sense? Yes, to me. Then obviously,
critical
I'll say that.
thinking.
But if something comes in to then change that mode of thinking in a logical manner, then I'm not gonna say, well, nah, that don't fit my narrative. I'm gonna say, well, this must be because it's logical, so therefore it is.
I hear you on that. Oh, sorry, Ash wants to speak again.
So, do you agree that Christopher Columbus located everything?
Nah, there were people there before.
Yeah, there was.
Ash's question was, do you believe that Christopher Columbus located everything?
So, so I'll address the question like this.
Wait, before you address that, we're going to get back to that. Have you seen Apocalypto?
Yeah.
Was that Christopher Columbus at the end?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I can't remember. Like,
The ending of the movie, when the ships,
they came.
Was that Christopher Columbus?
I have no
He
idea.
didn't-
I doubt
he
it very
didn't
much
discover
because
the
Christopher
Mayans.
Columbus weren't the guy. There was a guy called Cortez. So
Listen,
I've read about
imagine-
the conquest of Mexico.
I don't know if
There's
you've
a guy
watched the
called
previous
Cortez that-
episodes, but I watched Apocalypto 3 or 4 times, and I've never watched it with the subtitles. All right.
This is in Mayan.
So I've just watched it like that. Yeah, I've just been watching some savagery. Yeah,
I do
Oh,
like
that's
Kung Fu
bad.
ones.
until
Why is he angry?
until these
Yeah,
not
yeah,
told
why-
that there's
why is he
subtitles
in his
on
heart?
the movie.
Yeah.
Why is he
Well,
in his
what's
heart?
that?
Yeah,
What's
you
with
know
that
what I mean?
building, man?
Savages.
But anyway, like Ash was asking, do you think did Christopher Columbus discover everything?
So I can't like I've read a few books about this kind of shit. So I know that Christopher Columbus discovered the Caribbean, basically.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And then you have a lot of people that come after. So you had some Cortez fella, you had Vasco da Gama, you had a load of people that went into Central America and stole, I don't know if we're talking billions with inflation, but billions worth of jewels and resources, let's just say. Gold, diamonds, that enriched Europe, mostly Spain and Portugal. And murdered something like 77 million people. And enslaved a good few people as well. It's madness. What like I've read The Conquest of Mexico, and I've read about the conquest of Peru and all of these other places in South America and Central America from some monk. I forgot the guy's name. Bartholomew Bartholomew de Casas.
All right.
Was like a monk that went with these people and left an account and narrated a little.
They reckon
it's madness what they was doing, fam.
Yeah.
It's madness.
Genocide.
How Europe got the riches and the power that it has. It's crazy.
Yes,
it's crazy.
Mate, all you got to do is go to town London. Yeah, all the Indian gold.
Like Italy, France, like
Europe cool.
History is just bloody. It's just bloody.
Netherlands, little Belgium with the Congo and what was going on with the Congo, chopping off hands and kidnapping wives of villagers and saying, yeah, you got to go out and get this quota of rubber, which they could never really make, in order to see your family again. And
no way.
Yeah, madness. What they done in the Congo, what Leopold done in the Congo was crazy. I didn't even know rubber comes from trees. Rubber comes from trees.
I knew that, bro.
I didn't know that shit.
But I knew that, bro. You're looking at me like you
just paper and air.
But I mean, look, you was talking about like...
Whoops, there goes another rubber tree plant.
They reckon at the
Amazon. They know that fucking song.
Yeah.
You all know that song.
What?
Whoops, there goes another rubber tree plant.
Yeah,
that song.
You're
lying, you never heard that in your life. You're lying.
What the fuck is this?
You never heard the rubber tree plant song?
Bro, we're talking about like serious shit, and you cut me with rubber tree plants. What the fuck?
Listen,
do you know why? Shall I tell you why? Because he said, did you know that rubber came from trees? Well, yeah, I did because of that fucking song.
So you let the 5-year-old out?
I said, there's an ongoing thing where he tries to get me all the time. He picks me up, yeah?
Who gets who? If you go back on all the videos, who gets who most of the time?
Shut
up then, innit? Yeah, shut up then.
Like I said, whoops, there goes. Thingy sampled it as well, though. Craig Mack. That track, Wooden Horse. Every time,
who's
you wouldn't know. It's not AC/DC. You can chill.
Flavor in your ear.
Yeah, he don't know that. The only rap songs he knows. Like, what's your favorite rap song?
Probably "I Wish" by Ski.
No, I think it's probably I don't know. Maybe something like "Bow Down."
Gangsters.
Bow Down by West Side Connection.
Yeah. Maybe.
Either that or Funky Cold Medina, Tone Loc.
Oh, come on, man. That's a classic, man.
No.
Well, Funky Cold Medina.
That's old school classic.
Nah, man.
Fucking.
Bit of Will Smith, man. What's wrong with you?
Come on, man.
He's on that shit, bro. Like, for real. You know what I mean?
I like a wide range of music, man. Come on.
What are you listening to at the moment?
I'm still listening to Kendrick.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
That's all the one in my
You
car.
got the Schoolboy Q.
No, that's all I'm listening to.
Yeah.
Like it's that and Victory Lap.
Nipsey every day.
Yeah, Nipsey all day.
Listen to.
I'm listening to. I've discovered my new favourite song at the moment. It's not even a new song. Have you seen F is for Family on Netflix?
No.
Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1?
Is that with the... Yeah, I think I have.
What, the
Green...
pineapple? Pina colada?
No, bro, the thingy song. It's called Redbone. Come and Get Your Love.
Childish
Gambino. Yeah.
Hey. What's the matter with your head? And I watched the video. I didn't realise they're Red Indians. Going back to what you were saying, yeah, man. They're Red Indians, bro.
Was he talking about?
Did you know?
He was talking about Native Americans.
Did you know that the Native Americans used to used the rubber from the trees and put it on their feet.
And made shoes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Bro, you're telling me
So
shit
they
that...
invented the...
What school did you go to?
Well, I went to Warwick Boys School in Walthamstow. It's closed down now.
I wonder why.
And,
Didn't
it was one of
teach
the
you
worst
shit.
Schools, one of the worst schools in
Obviously, you didn't know
yeah.
about... Yeah, go on.
Listen,
What else did you know?
My school was deep.
Did you educate yourself?
Most definitely.
Way after school?
Like quite literally.
That's the best way.
Like quite literally.
Fuck
what I've
it,
done
no,
as
bro.
well.
Definitely.
All school does is just teach you how to regurgitate someone else's...
I wouldn't say
information.
that. I wouldn't say that.
School.
Because he's a teacher now. Come on.
Because now...
But yeah,
Right.
but you're given...
He's a teacher now.
In a general sense, yeah. But now, you have people like myself.
Are we just another brick in the wall?
You have people
Are
like
we?
myself
Are we?
We are.
that are able to reach youths in a way that when I was at school, that weren't happening. Do you know what I mean? That are able to understand and connect
Yeah.
in a way that weren't happening when I was younger.
Like, I don't understand how the
you know what I mean?
like how the curriculum works. Like, you probably couldn't go in a class in a mainstream school and teach what you're reading about from Timbuktu to, you know, what you're studying now. Like, that's some independent scholar type.
But this is what I'm saying. So I think I could, in a sense.
Yeah, but it's not in the syllabus.
Not in the syllabus, but I think
Yeah,
I could.
that's
In
All it will
the
take-
way that it is now, I think that it's a little bit
Nah, because
It's a
it will
little
take
bit
for one
different
student
now
to go
where
home.
You can come in with,
Yeah.
with these kind of.
It will take for one student to go
If
home.
you get what I'm saying?
Don't do a fucking thingy on me, yeah? It will take one... ignoring me completely. Look, listen. All it takes for is one student to go home and say, you know what, our teacher told us blah, blah, blah. That mum will come down to the school and you're being pulled into the
Do you know what?
headmaster's office.
It's interesting you say that because imagine I was teaching a class today, history class, which I fucking love.
Yeah.
And they were learning about the Berlin Wall and all that kind of shit. And I don't know how it got on to Africa. Nah, a kid asked me, so she goes, so all Americans British then? Do you know what I mean?
So what's it got to do with Africa?
So, exactly.
yeah.
This
Because
is where I
So you
come
take
in.
any opportunity, yeah? You know that. Any opportunity to take it to Africa. First man was from Africa. Like that scene from fucking Boys in the Hood, yeah?
Not on that
Ain't no
level.
African booty scratcher.
Not on that level, but quite literally, I take any opportunity to enlighten the youth them on something that I know.
So you must have said something
They
like,
won't touch
no, they're not all
in
British, but you know that the British came over to Africa. They took my ancestors and
Not at all. So
fucked
what
us
I
up.
told them, no. I told them there were a lot of people that went from Europe to America and claimed parts. Like Louisiana was like a French colony.
Yeah.
You had the British, you had
Baton
the Dutch. It's all
Rouge.
different
Oh,
places.
'cause it's very
New
French, innit?
Amsterdam, all of this. But I did also explain that when the Spaniards got to Central America, Mexico, there were such things as Olmec heads, which are statues carved in the likeness of man.
That's right. But what type of man?
yeah,
What
the
type-
Bible-
what
yeah,
type
'cause they
of
were
man?
saying because the
That's the
old
thing.
statues
What
were
type of
conducive with.
I also addressed the point that in America and South America, there are North America, South America, and Central America, there are a lot of pyramids.
Yeah,
There are a lot of
I
pyramids,
also
yeah.
said
The
that
Mayans use a lot of pyramids, innit?
In Sudan, in Africa,
prior to them.
in Sudan, in Africa, which is below Egypt now, there are pyramids that look like someone tried to build a pyramid. Like there's stages of pyramid building you can see.
So let me-
So what I'm saying is, in Africa is where pyramid building most probably started.
All right.
But in America, they have perfectly built pyramids.
What's your
There's no-
theory on pyramids?
What do you mean? Or how they're built? And all
Yeah,
that? I don't have a theory. I ain't heard
How they're
nothing
built
that
or why they're built?
I ain't really heard nothing that makes sense. I mean, apart from the many slaves to move however many things. I mean,
But they're
from
still impossible.
what
like
I
modern
read,
day,
I
they're
read something
very-
many years ago. In Egypt, there was a time when there were 1,000 years of peace. In times of peace, people are dealing with a higher level of thinking, of being. And
they were very advanced.
Exactly. So maybe we don't live in them times, man. We live in what's that film?
Idiocracy.
Idiocracy. We live in that. So I can't even conceive what that is. But I think they did.
Yeah, they were on a higher level of tapped into.
And when you get into that, and you completely neglect the whole war type thing, like why do we need the army? We're so like this is what life is about. We don't need. Do you know what I mean? Then you leave yourself vulnerable to certain things. But
my point was originally, so you've explained this to your students, all right. It's not obviously syllabus stuff. If they go into a test now and they write about it and they fail, is that your fault?
No. So what's gonna happen is
this is what I think.
No, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
But do you get where I'm coming from, though?
But listen to what I'm saying. What I'm addressing with what I'm telling them is not on the syllabus, and they're not gonna be asked about it.
No, but if they're not asked about, if they're asked about something else and they interpret that into it.
So we're talking on hypothetical.
So are you being an irresponsible teacher?
So let's think about this. Am I being an irresponsible
You're
teacher
teaching them
by giving the students the information that they're supposed to have, and then giving them the information that they're not given, and then allowing them to make to have a fully rounded understanding of what it is they're dealing with?
So you're one of them teachers that care.
Because when I was in school, I learnt certain things.
Yeah.
And then I came out of school and I learnt more things.
Ash has been having his hand up for
understanding
like
of certain
half hour.
things.
Yeah.
You get me? Why things happen and why things are the way they are right now.
Why not teach them about the Moors?
So
why not teach them about the Moors?
So it's not necessarily why not teach them about this and that and it's like whatever comes up.
The Moors answer a lot of questions.
It's about whatever comes up.
I hear that.
Do you know what I mean?
Anything in history, the Moors answer a lot of questions.
So I'm not sure, because I know about the Moors, and it depends on what we're talking about here. Because what I'm talking about is before the Moors. The Moors, if we're being honest, not honest, if we're being real, are Muslims, right? So I'm talking about who was the father of the Muslims? Ishmael. Yeah? Before Ishmael, dark-skinned people inhabited that area. Ishmael came along. This was way after Judaism, which is why we know Judaism is the first religion. After Ishmael, a young man by the name of Muhammad was born. Muhammad spent time with the Jews, and he had a lot of respect for the Jews. Muhammad then studied Judaism and took what he needed from this religion back to his area and made his own religion. The fact of the matter is, I'm not really sure if I should say this, but the fact of the matter is the big stone Hajj thing or whatever it is was a pagan thing. It was a pagan thing that the people, the tribes and whatnot used to pray to and whatnot. And it's something that was incorporated into Islam to bring those people in that area into the religion. And I think there's a few other things like that as well.
A bit of meteor that came down or something.
Something.
At the same time, there was a lot of murder and things that went on to actually bring Islam into being. But a lot of people weren't receptive to Islam, and Muhammad was involved. I'm not sure how involved, but was involved in obviously bringing Islam to the people. So he was involved in the murder of a lot of people to bring this thing into place. Like it's been with any religion. People have a religion. Now you got to accept my religion. You're dead off then. But now everybody that's left is now in this thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I don't know why we was talking about that.
But the thing is, The whole thing about
bro.
sorry.
Do you know what it is? I haven't spent time with you in a very long time, yeah. All right, and I'm finding that I kind of clock the moment that your brain goes blank.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Give me a second.
Where we going now?
I'm just going on the corner.
Are we ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I clock the moment that you just like lock off, bro. I don't know if it's an old age thing. I don't know if it's an over.
It might be
the wrong side of 30 type of thing.
I'm representing.
What made you want to get into teaching?
So I'm not like.
It was a job.
I work.
I was qualified for it.
No, teaching.
See that? It's a job. I was qualified.
No, because teaching is not one of them jobs. It's like, you know what, fuck it, let me just.
I can be a teacher.
Like you have to.
Through doing music and whatnot, I've done what do you call it, like workshops and that.
Yeah.
For a long time, so like dealing with kids and in them kind of scenarios is. I wasn't afraid of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know
What age group you teaching?
Secondary.
Yeah.
Key stage 3.
Saying afraid of that shit, yeah. Alright, I've seen a hell of a lot of videos on WorldStar, yeah, of students fighting teachers.
Yeah.
Loads of them.
Imagine I got my degree, and then my first job was teaching music production.
The substitute teacher,
you was actual teacher.
Teaching music production in like a PRU sort of thing, and one youth was kept asking if he could come into the class. So the class was kind of oversubscribed already. You get me? But he kept on asking. I'm like, you know what? Why not help out the youth then? You know what I mean? And that's the main reason why I got into the thing. Help out the youth. Then, you know?
Yeah.
But
not the money. No.
Bro, money in Jesus Christ, wrong profession for money, bro. But yeah. So, anyways, long story short, I let the youth come in the class after a few months of asking. First day he comes in there, he sits down, he starts arguing with another kid. You know, I tell them to sit down, whatever. They ain't listening to me. They're both going at it. I get in between them both, tell them to stop. The kid behind me, I tell him to get out of the class. After a little while, he leaves, but then the kid is trying to get through me to get to the other kid. You get me? So he's trying to like rush me basically. So I'm pushing him back, and then he's like, "Don't push me."
And then he just knocked you out.
And
he did it.
Nah. So he just rushed me basically, and I remember it clearly. Like I was talking to him so calmly, like, "Look, what are you doing? You're gonna get yourself in a lot of trouble, blah blah blah. You need to calm down, don't, you know what I mean? Think about what you're doing," kind of thing. And then he pushed me back towards a table, and then I stopped at the table, and I'm still talking to him all calm, and then he pushed me back, and it's like he was trying to push me down to raise up his hand to hit me, kind of thing. Right. So as he pushed me down, I felt my shoulders touch the table, and I'm thinking to myself, the fuck am I doing there with this fucking you? You get me? So I literally just got up, grabbed him, and kind of pushed him down, but he held on to me and pulled me down on top of him. So as I've gone down on him, I'm holding him down in his shoulders, and he's trying to swing at me, but obviously I'm holding him down, so he's just doing all this kind of shit.
When he said went down on him, he didn't mean went down on him in that.
Anyway, so I dropped on top of the guy.
Yeah, he didn't go down on him. He dropped on top of him.
These guys. Anyways, can't even fucking tell a story. Yeah. So I'm holding him down. A couple of teachers rushing. They pull me off of him like I'm fucking hitting him or something. And then, so they've turned their backs on him, and they're all like grabbing
Didn't no one film this shit?
There was a camera. There was a camera in the room.
But didn't the kids like pull out their phones?
Nah, not even. I don't know why. But if they did, I didn't see it. Do you know what I mean? But then they're holding me back, and I'm not even doing nothing. And the youth just literally barges past them and rushes me again. So this time I'm a bit vexed, and I literally just lift him up, rush him back to the other side of the room, pin him up against the wall. They grab him. I walk off. You get me?
Fuck it up.
So yeah, I've been through that shit.
Because I see that shit on WorldStar all the time.
A couple of weeks before that happened, in the fucking school. I walk in, I don't know, morning time, after morning meeting. Some kid standing on one side of the place outside. Another kid comes in, pulls out a fucking machete. This next shoot, runs, jumps over the fence. He jumps over the fence after him. Everyone's rushing after. I kind of like rush after, and I stop, and I'm like, the fuck am I doing,
bro,
chasing after somebody with a machete? Fuck this, you know what I mean?
Where are you teaching, bro? Kuwait.
Beirut.
Tash, do me a favor. You got your phone on you?
East London.
Go on YouTube on your phone and type in students calling teachers by their first names. I saw this today, yeah? It's the funniest shit ever, bro. Some of these teachers' reactions to being called by their first names by their students is just like priceless. That shit's funny. So what would you do if someone just walked in, yo, Clinton, what's going on?
That wouldn't really be a problem. I just sanction them and give them a detention or something.
But calling you by your first name?
Yeah, fuck you think this is, bro? Nah, that's happened. Like sometimes I've had to tap my thing into the thing.
Wait, let me
on the screen. It's
see.
not even a problem, bro.
Yeah, this shit. Yeah, this shit's funny. Is your volume up?
No, you got to turn it up.
Where's your volume?
What club is this? Yo, Andy.
Sister,
Yo, what up? Damn, bro. How's it going, Patricia?
What is going on with you? Who are you talking to again?
Talking to you.
Who are you talking to again?
Patricia.
Who are you talking to again?
Patricia.
Who are you talking to again?
You're the man, Ned. Yeah, Ned. How you doing, Ned? What's up? Hi, Nancy.
Hey, Adam.
How you doing today, John? I'm well. How are you? Well, I'm well. I like your jacket, Jeff.
Some of their reactions are just funny.
What's going on, Chet?
Chet.
How you doing, Chet? Good. I like your shirt, Lay.
Adam, are you just filming this?
So why is that freaking him out?
What's shaking, Jennifer?
It just gobsmacks them. So if a kid did that to you, yeah? Yo, what's up, Clinton? All right.
Sometimes it happens.
It happens. Yeah. All right. Do you take it as disrespect?
Nah, not at all. It depends on the situation. You know what I mean?
Did you get
But
like
it's never been a disrespectful one at all. Ever.
like we're roughly the same age group, right?
I'm younger
So
than you, go on.
did you get like a culture shock going back to school and seeing the difference between like teenagers and kids of today to how we were?
Not really. I mean, I've got little cousins and shit, so not really. And like I say, been doing little workshops and
Yeah.
whatnot, so not really, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
No, but I don't think I could ever teach. See, if one of them kids come up to me, you're out, Hussein. How you doing, Hussein? Yo, Hussein. You cool, Hussein? I'd be like, you little fucking
It wouldn't
shit.
happen unless you're some kind of fucking arsehole teacher. That wouldn't happen. And really and truly, it wouldn't happen. And you're a teacher, innit? So you got devices to sort shit out. You know what I mean?
Man.
You're an authority figure. Come on.
Yeah, no, but I wouldn't be an authority figure. I couldn't do it. Do you reckon you could teach?
I wouldn't mind doing it.
You could teach.
Yeah.
I'd like to give it a go, yeah.
I don't know, man. I find these kids too obnoxious, man.
You've got to have a bit of
That's-
humour,
that's-
though,
that's-
innit?
that's- generalising.
That's the challenge,
Even-
because we all were at one point. That's the thing.
Even some of those that at first may come across in a certain way, a lot of the times that's a barrier.
Then again,
Do you know what I mean?
realistically,
And once you
if you
break
think
past
about
that
it,
barrier,
now that I sit down and
it's
think
not
about
that.
it, what I do, because I spend a lot of time with teenagers as well, recording in the studio, yeah? But I find that when they're here, they're respectful.
Yeah.
But I don't think if I was a teacher at a school, I would be as respected.
But you command
ask
it.
me,
You have to.
ask me why they're respectful.
Why are they respectful?
You understand.
Why? Because you command respect. Obviously, because you're getting respect. If somebody comes here that's being disrespectful, do you allow that to happen, or
No, I don't.
do you check that?
Obviously, I don't allow that to happen.
So when I'm in a classroom
yeah,
and a child is being disrespectful, do you think I allow that to happen, or do I check that?
You check that, but it's a different scenario though, because we're in a school now. I can say what I want to this guy. This guy can't punch me, kick me, nothing. Yeah, all right, and I can get I can get one over. Yeah, with me here, there's no authority in the case of this ain't a school. He ain't gonna lose his job. He ain't gonna whatever. I'm in a studio with him. I don't know if he's got a shank underneath his fucking table.
People hate.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Like people hate school anyway. Like people who are in a studio want to be in studio. A lot of people in school don't want to be in school.
There's that.
You know?
That's what I'm
but
saying.
I still think
Not a lot of
relationships are very, very simple. If you have respect for someone, then you're not going to outwardly disrespect them.
But you try and tell me that times haven't changed like that. There's kids out there. You trying to be there's no kids out there, yeah, that you've been respectful to, you've been thinking, and one day they just come in, yeah, and they're just on you, and they're just trying to wind you up all fucking day and be disrespectful to you just to get a rise out of you.
What I'm trying to say is this: I've had situations with kids where they've gone off and it's been a mad one, and I've had to give a detention or deal with them in a certain way. But at a certain point, because we have to interact again, it's come to a head. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've had to discuss the situation, and we've had to get past that. And the only way that you can get past that is with a certain amount of respect.
No, I get you. I get you. I just feel that in the situation that you're in, yeah, all right. Now, I've known you how many years now? Nearly 20 years I've known you, yeah, all right. I know your background. I know how you were. I know the music. Like, these kids don't know you like that, yeah? All they see in front of them is a teacher, but they don't know what you've done in your past, who you've known in your past, what circles you've been in, and do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. We're all from a certain era as well, yeah? And they don't know that about you, yeah? All right? So all they're seeing... Go on.
They don't. But that whole past and whatever has molded the person that I am today.
That was able to teach.
There's certain things about myself, or the way that I carry myself, I might say certain things that might let you know.
Bro, T's the guy that slapped the fucking producer for fucking burning his shit on a fucking CD, yeah? Alright? You know what I mean? Like, T ain't no pussy at the end of the day, yeah? Alright? But in that situation with a student will try and test your gangster to a level of, this guy can't fucking touch me. He can't. And because he's a teacher, they have that preconception that you're a nerd.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. But this is what I'm trying to say. I think my students, with the way that I carry myself, I think they understand. I think they understand what time it is.
They know that you're not that teacher.
I think so. I think everywhere that I've gone, it's just... I teach music. And do you know what I mean? And the kind of music that I teach and what I do and
so in secondary school you're a music teacher?
Well, no, I teach English and a lot of other things as well, but I do everything, you know what I mean? But with the in the school where I was talking about when the whole thing happened, I'm a music teacher, and in that school that was a lot of
naughty students,
kids naughty kids that I've been through whatnot. But I come into the game on a level of understanding. You know what I mean? Like, when I was younger, I had a lot of problems at home and outside of home. And I've gone through whatever. And I understand that certain times a kid can come in one day and just have the baddest day and won't do anything that I ask them to do, and they're just on a mad one. Do you know what I mean? And I'll try my best not to get them a detention, or do you know what I mean? I'll try my best to understand what's going on. And I think with that, I'm thinking of a particular student. With that, a few days later, my next interaction with that student is completely different, and they're not this. I've got to say something. They're not as rowdy
this little
as
shit.
they were before.
I'll say it because you can't say it. This little shit.
They're not as rowdy as they were before, and they've never been that way ever again. Do you know what I mean? Just through that understanding, if you get what I'm saying. But to each their own, and there's a lot of people that get into the profession, like you were saying before, to have a wage and to make money, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I can do this and I can make money doing this. Let me get into this. I never got into it on that vibe. I literally got into it like, this is something that I do on this level.
So you naturally
I can
went into it,
transfer
kind of
into
thing.
that.
So you started off on working with kids, and and it kind of evolved into you becoming a teacher.
Yeah.
So it wasn't one day you said, you know what, I'm gonna go uni, I'm gonna get my masters, I'm gonna get whatever, and I'm gonna become a teacher.
It weren't that.
No, I hear you. Where would you want to take it from here, though?
Originally, when I was in uni, I actually did, because when I was in uni, I was working in schools, TA and whatnot, just to get a feel for it. You know what I mean? And my dissertation was on music and education in the UK. I was really mainly talking about the disparity between, you know, access to instruments and music for kids from different backgrounds, financial means and whatnot, and also the focus on hierarchical type of music. So Western classical music is up here at the top, and all cultural ethnic music is down here somewhere. And that comes out in terms like when you have award shows, you'll have rap, country, all this kind of shit, and then you'll have world music. Do you know what I mean? I mean, when you think about it, there's one world, so all music is of the world. So what the fuck is world music? You know
what is it? What is classed as world music?
I don't know.
Any music,
They bring that music into its own slot, because I think there might be even like in the mobiles, there's like a
international
things
artists.
For
international artists.
What I was gonna say Afrobeat.
Yeah,
there's something for
yeah.
that. But before
that would have been under world and reggae.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it depends on how big the
how much it's
really,
popping. You know what I mean?
I suppose
it depends on how much it's popping. But being a music teacher, yeah, right, and seeing the trend. Do you think music has evolved or music has digressed?
So it depends on what kind of music you're talking about, man. I mean,
the music that kids are listening to now.
So
see, all right, black music in this country.
Are you talking about the evolution of rap fucking music and hip hop? Is that what you're talking about? Because that's what.
All right, let's not specific, not specifically that. Yeah.
So are you talking about drill? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not talking about drill because I record a lot of drill.
So what are you saying?
All right, music in general. I find that you see pop, you got rap, you got whatever. Yeah, it's kind of all merged into one. Okay. I feel that pop artists like Justin Bieber and whatever. Yeah, these days you can put on a beat. Yeah, and you don't know whether the person's gonna rap on it, a person's gonna sing on it, or what. I think everything's kind of fused into one, and I feel that that's caused. I think it's kind of gone backwards.
I know what you're saying, but
backwards how though? Like in which respect? How backwards?
That could be
quality.
Saying there's less creativity.
It's a case of you put a beat on, yeah, all right, and that beat could be a pop beat, it could be a rap beat, it could be a folk. Like there's no like the genres have merged so much that there's no subcultures now. Do you get what I'm saying? And everyone's following that same line.
But that could be the evolution.
There's no but there's no branches. So where's your individuality?
But forget that. Where's the quality in it?
There you go.
Where's the quality in it?
That's the question.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Do you think music has digressed?
I mean, like music we used to listen to, like rock music, like back in the day.
You used to listen to,
right? Yeah, right. I'm just saying, right? Back in the day was done out of your garage. It was friends getting together, learning instruments, learning together, forming a sound, and if that sound was good and people liked it, and then it would become popular to get recording contracts and this and that.
Yeah,
you know. But it was a natural, it was an organic thing that would grow, right, and a sound would come from it. Yeah. Now it just seems like that time, right, that sound was created. So we'll take that sound and we'll recreate it, almost retro-like. Yeah, and do a thing that's similar to that style of music. Where's the creativity in that?
I don't know. Like lately, I've been thinking, is music finite? Like even though I think we got 8 or 12 notes. Like you used to think you had infinite possibility in it, but now I'm sitting there thinking, nah. Is there a wall or a ceiling for music in general on a creative level, or do you reckon the envelope can always be be pushed?
I think it can, because we was having a conversation the other day about music, and I think we were both saying that music is in a good place right now.
Yeah,
because I believe there is a lot of variety.
The balance is there finally,
and there's a lot of access to that variety. So, like, in terms for me, back in the day when I got into hip hop or rap music, my dad used to have like records with Queen Latifah and Tone Loc,
Funky Cold Medina,
Ice-T and whatnot. My cousins used to show me about, you know, KRS-One and later Wu-Tang and whatnot, you know what I mean? So it was a thing where if you never had someone around you that could show you that, or if you didn't know what radio station at what time to listen to get the hip hop and whatnot, you couldn't get that different music. All you could get was pop. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now we got YouTube, we got whatever else.
I remember
got,
back on Channel 4.
There's so much music out
There used to
there.
be, remember Flavor on Channel 4?
Yeah.
They used to play 6 rap videos. Yeah. Literally, it was 6 rap videos. No, it wasn't even 6 rap videos. It was a rap video, an R&B video, a reggae video, maybe another rap. Yeah, it was 6 videos. I swear to God, it was 6. And yeah, I used to, every Friday night on Channel 4, I used to watch it. It was 20 minutes long, and it was done, and that's it. That's your fix of.
And Choice FM used to have a variety of different DJs
Yeah.
playing
You
different
had
types.
279, Jenny Francis,
hip-hop,
and
some slow jam, some R&B, some soca music, some African music, some, do you know what I mean? All different types of shit, some talk, and you know what I mean? But now, listen to Choice
bro, like I said, I sit in the
what is it?
studio and I record. This is my job, yeah. This is my full-time job, yeah. All right, and everything is just so samey. Everything is just so samey.
Yeah. But this is the thing. This is why I think it's good. Yeah, because it's got back to that point where when I was younger, there was pop music and whatnot around. There was a lot of reggae music around, but I really wanted to find hip hop.
I'll tell you something though.
If you look for it, the music you'll find fucking like is out there, brother.
It is, but we're being programmed. These kids are being programmed to a certain way.
And we're always being programmed. We was always being programmed.
But shall I tell you something though?
As youths
I'm gonna tell you something though. Yeah.
Realize that, and we had an outlet in this hip hop music.
You was ahead of your time.
In what sense?
I see a lot of what people were, and you I don't know if you've noticed this, yeah, but a lot of what T was doing back then, when we was doing, people are doing now.
Yeah. Well,
it's the truth though.
Yeah, no.
Because that's one thing that I always liked about you. You were different from us in the fact that you'd kind of sing a hook, or you'd, do you know what I mean? You'd do a different type of, you'd take an R&B beat and make a rap song out of it. Do you know what I'm saying? And shit like, whereas I was just on some rap shit, innit? You know what I mean?
I always thought to myself, I wanted to be an artist that my mum friend could listen to, and you know what I mean? And you could listen to, and someone that's into hip hop and someone that's not into. Remember that tune I had? The first, I was like, even people that don't like rap like my shit.
Of course.
I mean, like I say, there's some bullshit out there, but there's always been bullshit out there, and there's space for everything. I think right now, and people are understanding that I can like this and I can like that, and they can delve into.
Did you ever play music or instruments? Or
I
anything?
started to learn, yeah, bass.
What did you say? Bass. That would have been good though.
Bass.
you look like a drum.
Do with that.
You look like you just take your hat.
Oh man, I never had the space to do it. Bass was the next best thing. You've got chunky hands and you could just, you know.
You're that professional.
Yeah, man.
How many notes can you play?
Well, I started learning. Do you know the Red Hot Chili Peppers? They had an album called Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, wicked album. But they had a tune. It was actually that tune, and the B-line. I started learning that.
You doing it
No,
by ear?
Hey,
You doing it by ear?
I had thing. What they called it? What's the name? Tab book.
Yeah.
I had a tab book. No, it was Suck My Kiss. That's it. It was Suck My Kiss. Dum 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 bum 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 bam 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 bam. And it just it was just that. You just repeat that over and over.
See.
Yeah.
Didn't you ever try to get a band together or nothing?
My friends had bands. I used to go to recordings, recording gigs and all that kind of stuff. Every now and then, you'd get me to do a little bit as well, sing something or whatever. But as soon as I started getting into it, all fucking dispersed. So got into other stuff.
Alright, shout out your Instagram.
Yeah, do you know what's deep?
What?
Do you know what's deep?
You don't know it.
Bear Health CBD, Instagram, Teddy Bearface. Yeah, man.
Them ones. Anyway, wrong side. YouTube, you got YouTube? Nah. Wrong side of 30. I've been Cons. It's been T.
Tash.
Guys.
Until next week. Peace.
See you later.
Send money.